Well, do you have a cell phone? Someone could be listening to you through it right now. Hackers are taking things to a whole new level, and it is not good. Kevin Mitnick was once the world's most wanted hacker. He spent 5 years in prison for his skills, and now he's one of the good guys, and he's CEO of Mitnick Security. Kevin, good morning to you.
Good morning, Megan.
So you went from one of the dark hat hackers to one of the white hat hackers, and now you work for corporations trying to show them how you could hack into their security systems and you can do all sorts of bad things, and you help them prevent against it. This cell phone thing is fascinating. I mean, so many Americans, virtually everyone, has a cell phone now. How do people hack into them, and what are they doing once they're into them?
Well, it doesn't take much. You could buy commercial spyware that allows you to listen in on cell phone calls, to watch people's text messaging, to get copies of their call logs. Anybody can purchase the software to do this over the internet for a few $100 up to like 600 euros. And once this software is installed on your phone, somebody could listen to your calls or pretty much do anything and violate your privacy.
Can they listen to you? You know, I've got my cell phone here. Could they turn it on and just listen to me right now, sitting here talking to Bill when I'm not actually on the phone?
I used to see the things that we say to each other.
I know.
Or hear them
especially when these cameras aren't rolling.
No, not only could they turn on the phone when you're not using it and you don't have any indication your microphone's turned on. And some phones, if the phone is actually off, they could turn on the microphone. That's scary. On certain types of phones.
So CEOs, for example, who go into big business meetings and talk about mergers and acquisition, they bring their cell phone with them. They put the cell phone down on the conference table. Maybe they turn the phone off just to be careful. They're still not safe?
They're still not safe. In some cases, it really depends on what phone they have. Usually the bad guy, the person that is installing the software, has to have physical access to the phone. It's much more difficult to do it remotely, but it can be done because there's special types of SMS messages that could be sent to a phone to tell that phone to go do something. Oh. And it could be told to go download spyware from this website and install it.
Right, and it looks like something that's legitimate.
You don't even see it.
Oh.
Your phone is sitting there in the charger, it's clipped to your belt, it's on your desk, and some hacker is controlling your phone and using special SMS messages and downloading the spyware to listen to your conversations.
What do they need, Kevin? All they need is your phone. Obviously, they need the spyware software technology, but do they just need your phone number to do this to you?
Just your phone number. If they get physical access to your phone, they could install the software in 15 minutes. If your phone's not physically available, it's a little bit more difficult, but it can be done.
How do you know whether someone has infected your phone?
You don't, but some companies, like I think Kaspersky and Computer Associates, they sell antivirus software for cell phones. But what you might want to do every once in a while, you could do like a complete firmware, reformatting, reset, and you get the information from your provider, be it AT&T or T-Mobile, and you could put in the codes to your phone so it does a complete reformat and reset. So if there's any spyware on the phone, it will be erased. It will be back to the default factory settings.
All right, I got two problems with that. Number one, that sounds like a hassle, and I'm a hassle-free girl. So is there an easy way? And number two, if I do decide to go through the hassle, is that going to wipe out all my contact numbers and all the stuff I spent all that time putting in the phone?
Absolutely. So you have to back up your phone and then reformat it and restore it, which is painful. Alternatively, you can get antivirus software for the mobile phone, but the problem is new types of spyware are being developed every day.
People like you who still wear the black hats.
The black hats, and what they're doing is the antivirus companies have to catch up. So if the antivirus companies don't have that program and weren't able to analyze it and to develop a signature, they're not going to be able to detect it.
Right, you're out of luck. Now you are an expert. Yeah. You're the man. So what do you do? Do you go through the hassle, or is there some secret trick you use to avoid this that that I can use and my viewers can use?
Well, I don't really use a secret trick. I actually have an iPhone, but there is spyware for the iPhone that's commercially available. But I update the firmware all the time because I'm always experimenting. I'm kind of a phone geek, computer geek, so I'm always updating my phone and restoring it. So if my phone does get targeted and infected, it's not there for such a long time.
Well, I know that you say if you take the battery out of your phone, you could be okay. That could be your shortcut to safety for an important meeting or something. But Kevin, thank you for that very disturbing information.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, it's really scary. I mean,
it is.
Don't leave your cell phone around for somebody to grab for 15 minutes. In some areas, that you don't know.
I'm glad you've crossed over to the good side. Thank you, Kevin.
Well done, Kevin.
Thank you for having me on.
Be a good man. On your BlackBerry, by the way, your employer can track